and you buy a couple extra heads, so when you wash that one a couple of times and it's no longer super fluffy, you just throw a new head on it. A new cover, I should say.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with this one. Now this is the ecloth
we still have
cleaning and dusting wand. And it's really good for cleaning underneath appliances without having to move the appliance out, because it's flat, it's got the microfiber terry cloth stuff all the way around. It's a pretty good length. I mean, you can see that it's, let's see, it doesn't even fit on the screen. I mean, it's, okay, this mat is, how long is this mat?
24.
24, okay, so the brush head is 24 inches on this. So from here to here. Looks longer than that though.
That's because the handle's there.
Yeah, I guess so.
The other thing it's good for is to clean the dryer vent out.
Oh, that's a good idea. I use it to clean underneath my dryer and get back in behind. And like you mentioned earlier, cleaning underneath couches and chairs and stuff. I have some chairs that it works really well on. My couch has a little bar that goes all the way to the floor, so I can't get underneath that. But it's really nice, and it's flexible, so it bends. And you can, get underneath whatever you're doing, and that's it's a handy little tool to get in those places that never get cleaned. You can even use it under the bed.
Yeah.
And under dressers and stuff like that. Now this, I love this. This is one of my favorites. This is the ecloth flexible edge floor and wall duster, and it is super, super fluffy. Now, it picks up everything. It really does a great job of dusting the floor. I wouldn't use a floor polish with this because I don't want to mat it down with the floor polish, but just to dust a dry floor, it picks up everything. It does get dirty. It collects and holds the dirt and the dust. You can take it outside and, rub it like this and get the dirt off. And you could also throw it in the washer. Now, when it comes out of the washer, it doesn't come out quite as fluffy as this. You may be able to re-fluff it with a brush or something. I haven't tried that, but I usually just pick up a couple extra covers for it and you're good to go. But this is fabulous. It does a really nice job. And like Barbara says, the extension handle is extendable. I mean, it goes, I can touch the ceiling in here with this. You can't see that, but I can.
Yep. And she's
and
sitting down.
sitting down.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and it locks tight, so wherever you want to set it, okay, now I locked it too tight. There we go. Wherever you want to set it, you just turn it and it locks and it stays in that position. And then you can turn it back and lock it in the other position. It's a really handy duster. And it's good for, one of the things I forgot to mention, we were just talking about that too.
It swivels.
It swivels. It is also not just a floor duster, but a wall duster. So all those cobwebs you have sneaking up in the corner of the ceiling where the walls come together, if your house is like mine, every corner has cobwebs in them. You just run this up there, boom, done. No more cobwebs. Super easy to use. I love that. Okay, next we have these ecloth mops. Now these are microfiber head mop heads. They're just pads that you can take off. And okay, let me tell you what I do on these. When I had the dogs would mess in the laundry room. Every single morning, I am mopping the laundry room floor. I tell you, I had the cleanest laundry room floor in anybody's house. But I have a couple extra of the pads that go on here. You use it, you mop the floor, you take it off, you throw it in the washer, wash it, easy peasy, just like brand new, you put it right back on. And so they're really good. Now this is the mini one. It's small. This is the one I have, which is a big one. You can see the difference in size. Let's see if I can get down here. Okay, so I would say the big one is about
Probably 18.
1.5 times the little one.
Yeah.
If you're only going to get one and you have space for it, I'd get the big one. But they're very handy, they do a very nice job. They also have telescoping handles that lock into place. So they're very easy to use. I love that I can just throw the pads in the washing machine and I'm off and running. Because I have a Swiffer, the wet jet
Yeah.
thing, or the Swiffer with the wet pads. They're, use it once, throw it away.
Yeah.
You know, the pads. So I feel like it's bad for the environment, it's bad for the budget. This is easy peasy. It's a one-time investment, and I buy like 6 pads so that I can just keep throwing them in the washer, and then at the end of the week I wash them all, and I still have a couple left over. I can,
Yeah.
do, but very handy. And if you really want something where you have to you're scrubbing something hard, like you need to wet the surface, they now have the ecloth deep clean mop, and it's got a water reservoir. So it's got a very large reservoir. You can fill this up with hot water. The beauty about the ecloths, the microfiber cleaning pads, now this is the same pad that's on the other mop. The only difference is this one has the water reservoir and that one doesn't. But microfiber, it will pick up and clean. You don't need chemicals. You don't need, spray detergents. You don't need to fill this with anything toxic. Just hot water, and it's going to do a very nice job cleaning your floors. And you can see on the picture here, it's got a very, maybe you can see on the picture, there we go, if I can get it where there's no glare. It's got a nice wide spray zone, so it's going to give you a lot of coverage. And then you just mop stuff up again, throw the pad in the washer, and keep on going. So, now does this one have a telescopic handle? This
It's
one
covered up.
does
so.
not.
Probably not, because you have to squirt water out of it. It does have a longer handle than those.
Yeah, it
right
looks
off
pretty.
hand.
Yeah, it does.
But I would say because you have to do the water. no.
Yeah. I think this one is just, that's how big it is.
Yeah.
So, and it says on here, it says ecloth 300 wash guarantee. So you can wash this pad 300 times before it's considered, oh, you might want to think about replacing it. I personally just have several of them and replace them every day and then wash them once a week.
Yeah. I've had that pad, I think, for a long time, at least a year.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they're great ones. I have about all of the ecloth products because I really like them. They do a nice job and they do what they say they do.
Yeah.
So I don't have this one though.
That's because it's new.
I know. I may have to consider this because I have a whole bunch of these pads already that I have for my other mop.
Yeah.
So,
It looked like the same one.
and we only have 2 of those out there. So,
Did you want me to leave this one with you?
Well, not today, but I'll think about that.
It always seems like we'll be talking about something and we'll be like,
Wait, I don't have one of
wait,
those
I
yet.
don't want one of those. It's like when I'm going through fabric, showing somebody fabric, it's like, wait a minute. I'm not sure I want to sell you that fabric.
I know.
I think
didn't
I
get any
need that
yet.
fabric.
Yep.
But anyway, so I really love the ecloth. I use
the
ecloth at home.
Yeah.
I do
mean,
too.
I have 2 or 3 mops. I have the dusting mop I use all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have the mop. I have the rags.
I
The cloths.
love the red one that they use for washing
I have
dishes.
the window
I love that
stuff.
one. And the window stuff is
I
great.
have a induction cooktop, so it's a solid surface. So I clean my
Yeah.
have the cloths I use for cleaning my cooktop.
I mean,
Lately, I've been
they're-
cleaning a lot because the ants are driving me crazy.
You have to figure out where
not
they're coming
human
from and
ants,
spray
but-
it there.
They just, I don't know where they come from. The last place they were in the dishwasher. I need to clean out the drain now.
Oh,
Because they
it's-
clogged up the, you know, the.
Oh my goodness,
'Cause it
that's
was
a
hot.
lot
I,
of
I
ants.
killed them by running the dishwasher. Antigeddon. They're not dead. Last year they decided they liked the freezer. Why do they want to go in
You
the
know what?
freezer?
I have
Oh
seen
my
that
gosh.
at somebody's house before.
That
when
was
I
the
opened up
worst.
the freezer, they were all around the.
Oh,
They're coming
oh,
in
they're
for the
inside
moisture.
the freezer.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Don't they
dead.
freeze or they?
Well,
oh,
they were
okay.
mostly dead. Like
Okay.
I don't know, a billion of them.
I have a
Frozen
story while
ants.
we're talking about bugs. I have been struggling for years, losing the battle against Indian meal moths. They're these
The hell is
little
that?
pesky moths that are in my pantry. They get into everything and they multiply at a rapid rate.
Okay, there's something
They
at
drive me nuts.
Home Depot. It's called.
Tried everything.
You tried that?
I've tried everything.
How
I
do
even
you know
hired-
if she tried it? If you didn't even
I
tell her
even
what you're
hired
gonna
a
try.
professional. A professional
It's like a little
exterminator.
triangle thing that's sticky and it
Yeah, it's got
attracts
the
them.
pheromones in them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't like it. They still multiply like crazy. But I have conquered them.
You don't
What'd
have
you
any
do?
food.
Move out of the house?
I put everything in mason jars. Seal the mason jar. I can see what's in there. Oh, these are Cheerios. These are crackers. You know,
We have
not that I'm
everything in
counting
plastic.
carbs, but you know, this is my biscuit.
You're
whatever
supposed
it
to be
is.
counting carbs.
I know. But I put everything in those mason
So
jars.
they can't get in there.
Normally, I was killing, I'd say, at least 15 to 40 of those little moths every day. It was driving me nuts. I bet you I haven't had 15 all year.
So maybe how long will it take for them to be gone? They may never be gone. You have to keep everything in the jars
I have
forever.
to keep everything in the jars because when I asked the exterminator, he said, "Oh, you bring them home from the grocery store.
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
already in what
Yeah.
you're buying."
Oh,
He says, and they're almost impossible to exterminate.
okay.
But the mason jars
Mason
work.
jar.
If
And
you
then if
keep
you
them in
find a
something
jar-
so they're not in the original packing.
If you find a jar and you look at it and it's got the little webbies in it, you just throw the whole thing out. Start over.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm winning.
Good, good. So we'd like to remind you again that we're having this trunk show on August 8th.
No.
Okay,
Tuesday,
July
July
8th.
July. Why did I say
I don't know,
August?
This
this
coming
is
All of a sudden I mixed
July, we
July.
haven't
This is
skipped.
July, we haven't skipped. Oh, goodness
It's
gracious.
this coming Tuesday.
So y'all know I'm a goof. Well, maybe you don't know. But we're fun.
Yeah, that's true.
We're entertaining.
That's true.
So July 8th, Karen Charles is coming, so we'd like to have you come. She's going to put on a great show and show you a lot of things that we have, that biking has, and things that you can do with them. You will learn a lot. She'll show you all sorts of things that you can do. It's a trunk show, means she's going to be bringing all sorts of things that she's made, so you can get lots of ideas for things to do, and you'll be going home wanting to do all sorts of stuff.
Inspiration is always
Inspiration,
wonderful.
right? So it's a all-day event, 10 to 4 p.m. It includes a wonderful lunch, then following that, on Tuesday the 9th, is an Epic 3 hands-on event making a basket that looks like it's fun. We just got the kids in today, and we got confirmation that the machines are coming, so there's only room for 8 people. So, if you're interested in sewing on an Epic 3 and you're think you might like an Epic 3, you might like to, you're ready to move up to a new machine, you're
So
interested.
that day, the next day, July 9th,
9th.
priority will be given to people who do not already have an Epic
Epic
3, but
True.
want to try and play with it.
But so if you don't have, it's, I thought I saw an ant.
They've got
They're
bugs.
following
They've
me.
got bugs on
They're
their brain.
everywhere. She's really fun. So the event on the 9th, I think you can really get a lot out of, and we do have really good event pricing if you are in the mood to get a machine.
It's a nice machine.
Yeah, it's a really nice machine. And July 9th, we will have some really, as Johnny Carson would say, a really good pricing or something like that. I'm
Really
not
good
good. I'm
show.
not good.
Really good show.
Really good show.
No, that wasn't Johnny Carson. Who was it? Ed Sullivan.
Oh yeah, that was Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
And
Probably
probably
not that
nobody
old,
watching
but-
is even gonna know.
You're dating
anything.
yourself. Who's Ed Sullivan?
I don't know. My parents used to watch him. I've heard about him. Can't catch a break. I learned about it in my history class.
Okay.
Yeah, they taught us about him in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We're not over 60.
That's my story.
Oh, you're
I'm
not over
sticking
60,
to
are
it.
you?
Just
Oh,
barely.
you are. Okay, just barely.
Barely.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right. Well, I'm way over that. Barbara's older than me.
Oh well.
What can I say?
All right.
Anyway, it'll be a really,
All right.
really good shoot.
Well, thanks for joining us. Look, we're just on time quitting. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Thursday. Happy 4th of July.
Yep.
Don't come
Happy
here
4th
tomorrow
of
because
July.
we won't
Stay
be
safe.
here.
We'll be
Stay
closed.
safe and please, it's dry out there. Do not start any fires.
Yeah.
If you're shooting off fireworks,
Shame on you.
that is just a bad idea.
Do them right next to your pool. Let it go in.
Yeah, shoot
Well,
it.
you shouldn't even do that. 'Cause
Start
you don't
your
know where
own
those
house on
embers are gonna
fire.
go. And I know there's people in my neighborhood shooting
Well,
off
we've
fireworks.
already
I've been hearing
seen-
them every night.
There've already been a lot of neighborhood fires starting landscaping on fire. All right. Well, anyway, have a great day tomorrow. See you next week. And
Bye.
Jimmy's.
No, we won't see
chasing
them
us up.
next week because.
Oh
you
yeah,
have-
come in and see us on Tuesday.
Oh, you said. Oh, it's Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday,
right?
Wednesday.
Okay,
We'll be
so
here
we'll